Today I will introduce my research plan for A2. My topic is about how the media reports on young street violence in Australia and how these reports might influence university students. Recently, there have been lots of stories about teenagers causing trouble in public places. These reports spread fast on social media and got a lot of attention. My research question is, have recent Australian news reports about young street violence create fear or moral panic among the university students? This also leads to two questions worth discussing. Do students feel more unsafe or anxious? Is the media creating moral panic? I choose this question for two reasons. First, students like us are on social media every day. We use TikTok, Instagram, and X, so we are often exposed to these kinds of stories. Second, students are not just a passive audience. We also talk about this issue and share opinions. That means our reactions can show how media shapes public thinking. The theory I'm using comes from Hobbes. In his 2015 reading, Media Power and Influence, Hobbes explained that media is not just a simple window on the world. Instead, it often amplifies problems and influences how we see reality. One of the key ideas is moral panic. This is when the media repeatedly reports on one group or issue, and people start to believe the problem is bigger than the release. For example, a few incidents of teenagers fighting might be presented as a major national crisis. This can make people more anxious and even biased against young people. I think this concept fits my project well. For data, I will focus on university students. My method will use questionnaire survey. The survey will ask things like, have you seen these reports online? Do they make you feel society is less safe? Do you think the media exaggerates? Do you think these stories create unfair stereotypes about teenagers? The survey will have both scale questions, where people choose from strongly agree to strongly disagree, and open questions, where they can write their own opinions. This way I can collect both numbers and personal views. In terms of ethics, I will make sure the survey is anonymous and voluntary. The wording of the questions will stay natural with no bias, and all the content is just for the assessment and will not be used for any other purpose. I'll also try to include students from different backgrounds, different genders, cultures, and study areas, so the responses are more balanced and diversity. For assessment 3, I plan to write an academic essay. I think this is the best format because it allows me to combine Hobbes' theory with the data from this survey. That way I can explain the concepts of the moral panic in more detail, and also show how it applies to real students' experience. And this is my reference list.